And we are back again, folks. Aye. So I thought I'd knock up a wee chicken curry, wee Chinese chicken curry. The old Young's Chinese curry mix. And we'll knock up some fried rice, egg fried rice. We'll get the wok on and heat up shortly. So we've got some chopped up jalapenos, pickled jalapenos. We've got chicken that was cooked last night, deboned, skinned, marinated in soy sauce, light soy sauce, sugar and some sesame oil. We've got a couple of onions, bit of pepper, bit of green pepper, bit of red pepper, bit of yellow pepper. We've got some mushrooms. Don't know if I'm going to use Ori mushrooms, but I need to fry them up anyway. We've got a chicken stock cube with some of the jelly for the chicken. So a wee bit of chicken stock for the chicken itself. We've got an egg whisked up with a wee bit of milk, a wee bit of salt and pepper, and we'll have some skin on chips. So that sounds bloody lovely to me. Aye. So we'll get back to these in a wee minute, folks. Get the whole pan on to heat up. Right, we've got the old wok heating up. We've got the old spoon ready. I'm going to fry these. I don't know if I'm going to use all these mushrooms in the curry. But I need to fry them all up anyway, so I want to get them all fried up out the road. Might be making a pizza tomorrow, so I can maybe use some mushrooms in the pizza. So we'll get this wok heating up. It won't take long. Hope you can see, hope everything's bright enough. Hope everybody's having a nice Friday. I hope some of you's had a wee swatch at my crispy pancake roll / spring roll recipe with my homemade spring roll wraps. I was actually quite happy with how they turned out. In fact, I was actually really happy how they turned out because I was expecting the worst. We're starting to get a wee bit of smoke for the wok. I'm not going to add any salt or pepper or any spices or anything, just the mushrooms, just frying up the mushrooms. I'm getting a wee bit of smokies there. So we'll get the old mushrooms in. Get them all coated in a bit of oil. We'll just soak up that oil like sponges. Hope it's in focus. I've got the old gloves on. Old gloves of amazement. These shouldn't take too long to cook down. Just make sure they're all coated in oil. I'll get back to these when they've cooked in a wee bit. Right, folks. Right, our mushrooms have cooked in a wee bit. I'm going to give them another wee minute. Give them another couple of minutes, and then we'll get them out the pan. Give the pan a wee wipe down, a bit of kitchen paper, bit of fresh oil in, and we'll get the peppers and onions on the go. This is going to be a nice quick one. Then what I'll do is, once the curry's been in the pot, cook the curry, the chicken in it, I'm going to transfer it into a pot, get it on a low heat, and we'll get the fried rice started. And we'll get the chips started at the same time. What you can do is any moisture, well there's no moisture there. If there was any moisture, I could have spoon, I would spoon the moisture out with a spoon and stick it in the sink. That's looking quite good. Hope we're in focus, hope we're well lit. I'm sure Two-Tier Toes will soon tell me when he sees this video that it was shocking. Shockingly lit or out of focus or whatever. So have got to give all Two-Tier Toes a shout out, because without him saying get your lights off and get your camera better situated, my videos would still be shocking. Don't get me wrong, they're still shocking, but they're better than what they were, so nice one, Two-Tier Toes, well, thumbs up there. Oh, pardon me. I'll get this. What do we do? We'll get the mushrooms into a wee bowl. Where's the bowls? I think I've used all my bowls up. Alright, I've used all my bowls. So I'm looking forward to Two-Tier Toes and Mrs Tracy's fish cake challenge. I've been barred. I'm not allowed, nobody else is allowed in the challenge, but there we go. So, as I say, I might knock up a few fish cakes just to inspire, a wee bit of inspiration for the tunes. Never hurts a wee bit of inspiration. I think that's the mushrooms about ready. I love mushrooms. If I'm honest, I could have this curry with just the mushrooms, and I could also just have it with just onion. I love this curry sauce with just onion, pulled earth chips, absolutely gorgeous. Don't need any peppers, don't need anything really in this curry sauce. Some jalapenos, bit of pickled jalapeno in it for a bit of heat, that's all you need. Right folks, I'll get back to these. Right folks, our mushrooms are ready. There's our mushrooms sitting there in that wee bowl. I've gave the wok a wee wipe out with a bit of kitchen paper, and we'll just put a wee bit of fresh oil in, a wee bit of fresh oil, and we'll just let that heat up, get a bit of smokage, and we'll get the peppers and onions in. And see, I hope this is a nice quick video. The spring rosy took forever, far too long. Far too bloody long. I think that was over an hour. Over an hour, man. Too long. So we'll let that heat up and let it get a bit of smokage. And then we'll get the curry done. Once the curry's done, we'll get it into a pot and we'll start on the fried rice and the chips. I've got some prawn crackers there as well. I love a bit of prawn cracker action. You can't have a Chinese without prawn crackers. Simply cannot have a Chinese without prawn crackers. Right, come on you, get smoking. Hope these are in focus. Hope you can see. Hope the light's not too much. Maybe move the light away a wee bit. Nah. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. We'll just go with the flow. We're starting to get a wee bit of smoke there, see that? A wee bit of smoke. So we'll get in with the onions and peppers in a wee second. And we're getting a bit of smoke now. We just want to get a wee bit of colour on the peppers and onions. Once there's a wee bit of colour, we'll get the jalapenos in. Fry it for a wee minute. Then we'll get the curry sauce in. I might add a wee bit of this. I might add a wee bit of that. I don't know if you can see that. I might add a wee bit of this, just for extra heat. Right, we're getting smoke now. Heavy smokage. So we'll get the peppers and onions in. And we'll give them a wee toss about in the oil. And that's us on the go. That's us started. Probably get some mushrooms back in as well. Give us some cover here. Clean as you go, folks, always clean as you go. That way you don't end up with a pure mess. With all sorts of stuff kicking about. This will take a wee minute or two. I must admit, it's at times like this I'm jealous of Mr. Red with his blowtorch. He's crazy. Crazy high powered gas burner. Because that does this in seconds. Whereas only electric, it's going to take a few minutes. So I'll get back to you when there's a bit of colour on them, folks, right? Right, we're back again. We've got a wee bit of colour. A wee bit of colour on the peppers and onions. A wee bit of sharpness. We're not quite ready yet, but what we're going to do now, I think we're ready to add the jalapenos. So we'll get the jalapenos in there. And I think we'll go in with some mushrooms. I'm not going to use all these mushrooms, just a few mushrooms, that'll do, that's plenty. That's plenty. We'll do that a wee minute. Do that a wee minute, and then we'll get in with the chicken. Right, we'll get in with the curry sauce. I'm just going to give this egg a wee whisk. Gravy for the fried rice. I was tempted to add a few wee prawns into the fried rice. I was tempted to add a few prawns into this, but I changed my mind, and I'm not going to bother adding any of that chilli sauce into this because it just doesn't need it. So that, I could have, see this, I could have that on its own with that curry sauce. I could get tore into that curry sauce, prawn crackers, a couple of chips. So hope you can see what's going on. So once this is ready, I'm going to transfer it into a pot and we'll get the rice on the go. Smells like, I love the smell. I see the smell of fried onions and fried peppers, mushrooms. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I'm almost tempted to bring in some garlic. I'm tempted to put in a wee touch of garlic, so do you know what? I'm going to add a wee bit of garlic. Just for the hell of it. Just for the absolute hell of it. We're going with that much garlic, not too much. Get the garlic spread through it, out everything on the veg. That smells absolutely amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. A wee bit of garlic never hurts. I could add some ginger, but I'm not going to bother adding any ginger. I say this curry sauce doesn't really need anything added. There's great flavour in this curry sauce. And the chicken stock as well, and a wee bit of chicken jelly that came to the chicken when I cooked it. I left it in the fridge. Some of the chicken obviously went into my spring rolls. I'm going to bung these mushrooms in the fridge. Maybe make my pizza, so they'll go in the pizza. Got some pepperoni. My favourite on a pizza is pepperoni, so I've got some pepperoni in the fridge. What else have I got? I've basically got pepperoni. I've got some ham. Stick some ham in there. Pepperoni, ham and mushroom. 3 cheeses. So if I make a pizza, that would be lovely. Right, so now what I think we're going to do is get our curry sauce in. I've boiled the kettle just in case I need some extra hot water. Right, that's my curry sauce going in. Our curry sauce and stock cube mixture. That'll take a wee minute to get to temperature and heat up. So I'm going to let that heat up and I'll get back to you folks. Right folks, that's been about 5 minutes. And our curry sauce is thickening up lovely. So what I'm going to do now is get our wee bit of chicken in. And it is just a wee bit of chicken. Only had a wee bit left. That's it. A wee bit of jelly in there. We'll just fold in with bits of chicken. As I say, you don't need any meat in this. Mushrooms and onion, or even just onion, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to let that cook for a wee second, and then we'll transfer it into a pot. We'll get the old pot ready. Transfer it into this pot here. Get that on low. and we'll give the wok a clean. We rinse out the water. We'll get the egg done, and then we'll get our fried rice on the go and our chips. Give this a wee stir. Oh, catching there, do you hear that? So it's quite thick, this curry sauce, so it's going to catch if you don't keep your eye on it. It's lovely and thick. Absolutely gorgeous. And bees a wee swatch. So that's how our curry's looking. We're going to transfer it into this shiny pot, a lovely shiny pot, and we'll just let it cook away on a low heat, and we'll get our rice started. I've cut the chicken into quite big chunks. I like big chunks of chicken. Right, so when I get back to these folks, I'll have to let it cook for a wee minute, 5 minutes, then I'll transfer it into that pot and we'll get our egg ready and we'll get our rice on the go. Right, we're back again. The curry has been transferred into a pot. Yeah, a wee swatch. There's the curry in there, looking lovely. And we're going to get our egg on the go for our fried rice. Get you situated there. I've got a wee bit of smokage. Put a wee bit of oil in the pan. And goes our egg. Get the old lid on the curry. The egg won't take long. We've got the fryer on for the chips. I'll get the chips in as soon as the pan comes up to temp. As soon as the fryer's up to temperature, we'll get the chips in. See if we can get it plated up all at the same time. There's my lifter. Should maybe put a wee bit extra oil in here, but I think we'll manage. Just lift it after heat a wee second. Don't want it burnt now, Sars, do we? We don't want burnt eggs. I like a wee bit of colour on the egg. I like a wee bit of colour on the egg, I'm not going to lie. See the big yellow disc. We're not making an omelette, we're making egg fried rice. Even if I was making an omelette, I'd like a bit of colour on it. I'm going to just tilt the pan a wee bit. Get it sizzling away. See, I could maybe have added a wee bit extra oil to this, but we've done it now. Right, well, chip pan's up to heat. I'm going to flip that over. There we go, we've got a wee bit of brownage. Sarge will be saying that's burnt. I'm saying it's perfect. And I think we're going to get our chips in. Right, the chips are going in. Chips are in, and that will do the eggs. So what we're going to do now is just chop it up into bits. So our egg goes all the way through our rice. That will do it. Give it a wee second longer. And that will do the egg. A wee bit of colour on it. Get another wee bit of colour. I like a wee bit of colour on the egg. Some folk don't like a wee bit of colour on the egg, like two-tier toes. He doesn't like colour on his egg. But I like a wee bit of colour on it. Right, that'll do. Just chop up any big bits. Get another wee second. Another wee secundo. And then we'll get our rice in. Almost forgot about getting some dark soy. Some full fat soy trace. None of your diet. Carry on. Right, that'll do our egg. Right, that's our egg done. A couple of bits of egg still in the pan. Right, so we'll let that wee bit of oil get up to temp. Then we'll get our rice in. Check on the old curry. The curry is looking absolutely fantastic. Just make sure you keep stirring it every now and again because it will catch. It's a thick sauce, it will catch. A wee taste. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Just let our oil heat up. Chips are on the go. Yeah, we swatch at the chips. Chips are in the fryer, frying. And I think we'll get our rice in. A wee bit of smoke, see, a wee bit of, I don't know if you can see the smoke on the cam. A wee bit of smoke. So the rice has been sitting patiently waiting in the old sieve. Get all the bits out. Any wee clumps, just wee gentle press with the back of the spoon. Get all your rice grains coated in the oil. A wee clump there, see that wee clump? Just a wee press with the back of the spoon. This is going to be bloody lovely. I'm actually starving because I've not done anything to eat all day. I didn't even have any rice spring rolls. I made them and trooped into my man's house with a few and stayed in her house for a cup of tea. I'll do that a wee second. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is basmati rice as usual. Got to do basmati rice, always. Give that a wee second and then we'll get in with some dark soy and we'll get the egg back in. Chips are frying away. Give the curry another wee check. Absolutely gorgeous. Catching a wee bit, just caught it. Just caught it in time there. You can see that rice is lovely and single grains, lovely and fluffy. I cooked that when I came in. Let it soak for an hour and a half. Let it soak for an hour and a half. Boiled it. A wee black bit there, what's that? Like wee black bits. Boiled it for about 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. It boils really quick when you soak it. When you soak your rice, right, we'll get in with some dark soy. About a couple of tablespoons, maybe a tablespoon. The colour should start to change. Doesn't matter if you've got a few wee white grains, that doesn't bother me. We'll get in with our eggs shortly. That's how our rice is looking. And we'll get back in with our egg shortly. I'll turn that curry up a wee touch. Chips are coming along nice. Panther variety chips. Another one of my new favourite chips, potato variety. Panther, Saxon, Tyson, Osprey, all really nice varieties of potato. Yeah, this past few months I became a wee bit of a potato fanatic actually. No more Maris Pipers for me, because they're just not up to the job. Right, that's where egg went in. That's where egg went back into the rice. Any big bits of rice, just give them a wee chop. And we're almost at plating up time. See, I was tempted to put a few wee prawns in this, but I'm going to keep my prawns. I've got a hankering for a prawn and mayonnaise sandwich. I love a prawn sandwich. I'm going to do a wee bit of tidying up, ready for the plater. Get myself a plate. Get the old prawn crackers open. Oh, pardon me. So you've got to have prawn crackers with a Chinese. Absolutely a must have. In my book anyway, you've got to have prawn crackers. I love prawn crackers. I'm going to turn the fryer up because the chips are basically ready, but they're just needing a wee bit of colour. Lovely bit of egg fried rice. Nothing else in it, no salt, no pepper, just a lovely flavour of basmati rice and an egg and a bit of soy. A bit of dark soy sauce, that's all you need. That is all you need. Give the chips a wee sugar about. I'll give the curry another wee stir. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I've actually made too many chips. I was only wanting a wee couple of chips. And if I'm honest, I don't usually have chips with a Chinese. I either have rice or chips, no both. But I thought I would go mental and fry up some chips as well. The rice is looking lovely. So I'm going to give the chips a wee while. These are wee swatch at the chips. So they've started to float. So that's a good sign. I've turned the heat up a wee bit, get a wee bit of colour on them. Not too much colour. Just a wee bit. The rice is basically done, so I might might just turn the heat off on the old wok. See, you hear that snap, crackle and pop? That's a good sign. So we're probably just waiting on the chips, which are pretty much ready. I just want a wee bit of colour on them. They're looking nice. Now have a wee look at the curry. The curry's just bubbling away nicely. You're getting a wee bit of a shadow there, I hope you can see. It's just bubbling away. There's our rice. There's our chips. Chips are near enough done, but another wee second. One more hurry. See, any big bits of egg, just give them a wee chop up. Give the curry another wee stir. Just have a wee taste of the curry sauce here. Lovely. Put the chips into this bowl and give them a wee salt. A bit of kitchen paper. Turn the cooker down, I've left it up, it's still on, but I've turned the heat down a wee bit, because as I say, the rice is done, curry's done, just waiting on chips. Right folks, when I get back to these, I'm going to leave these here. When I get back I'll do a wee bit of plating up. Right folks, that's for chips and my rice on the plate. Lovely rice, lovely skin on chips. Few prawn crackers. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just pour my curry over everything. It smells bloody lovely. I think I'm just going to, or maybe I'll just pour it down the middle. That's what we'll do, we'll pour it down the middle. Oops. As usual, I've got a wee bit of spillage. I'm not worried. There we go folks, that's what I'll do. Maybe give the plate a wee clean up. A wee bit there that's spilt. There we go, that's lovely. I need to actually get a wee bit more sauce on it. A wee bit more. Wee touch. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe another wee bit of sauce. I like plenty of sauce. Got to have plenty of sauce for that, for the prawn crackers. Right, I think that'll do is get everything turned off. Spilt another wee bit of sauce there. Give it a wee wipe. That's us, folks. Young's Chinese curry sauce mix. Chicken curry with peppers, mushrooms and onions, skin on chips, egg fried rice and some prawn crackers. So I'm going to bugger off and enjoy the hell out of this. It wouldn't surprise me if I get back up for the night and scoff the rest of that fried rice. My mother should be getting some of that, but I might need to fight her for it. Right folks, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your weekend. Give you a wee 360. Anyway, is that a better angle? The chips look lovely, skin on. Right folks, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to call it a good night. Have a good one.